Well, hello. I wanted to come in because, y'all saw me with makeup on yesterday. Some people assume that when people have on makeup and stuff, they're hiding dark circles and bags and stuff. As I tell you, I get a lot of sleep. Of course, the only light that I'm using right now is the light from the computer. So it's creating all these shadows and shit, girl. Anywho, so that's fine. So listen, tonight, as I mentioned that I was gonna do, and I'm gonna I hope people are gonna come on here. Oh, come on in here, Jay. How you doing? Yes, honey, you can be my sound person, honey. So hello, and of course, as I said I was gonna do, because I said let me get stuff right because we've been so productive. I hate using the word busy because of course it always plays in my mind busy doing nothing, right? So I like to say productive because we're actually doing things. And so, of course, a lot of things we did a lot yesterday. So, of course, some people's stuff had to get pushed back because of YouTube not wanting to send out information to people. And I like to do things in a set way, so that way there's no confusion. It kind of saves time and everything I give out to people, they're able to retain it, right? Come on in here, Donna Thurman, honey. Come on in here. I know that's right, reigning supreme. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Come on in here. Thank you. Come on in here, Jay. Hold on. So, of course, you guys, we're going to be sharing the screen tonight. And we're going to be educating you guys, for those of you who do not know, about some things. For those of you who may know, you may already know this stuff. So, I'm going to be re-giving it to you. But as I mentioned yesterday on the yesterday video that we did, I was talking about, and y'all have to excuse me, honey. Listen, I took an hour nap today. Girl, I think we went to bed at like probably 5:30 in the morning. That's how much stuff we did yesterday. 5:30 in the morning. And then literally I had to wake up at 10:30 to do some stuff. I took like an hour nap around maybe 1:30. And now I'm here because I was like, let me put this together so I'm not postponing this. So anyway, we did a video yesterday, and I tell people that I feel like the Black American, Black group, Black society, whatever they want to identify themselves at, because of course, you're never going to get it right because things are always changing. But people who identify as African American or Black Americans that are claiming to be spiritually awakened and are trying to get spiritual knowledge, how they're being misled, and how they're being misled because they're choosing to be misled. They don't want to get the information from person, place, or things that can actually enlighten them. They're concerned about whether this person that's teaching them is gay, straight, transgendered, white, Muslim, Christian, all this good stuff, all this other bullshit, right? That it really doesn't matter because spirit is energy. And you too is also energy. So when energy is coming to you in likeliness of you to help you, not for their own gain, for you, right? Because the information that you get from people that are really trying to bless you spiritually, it's priceless. $100 doesn't cover that because you take this information with you. Let me get my hold on, honey. Let me turn off this heater because I'm gonna get it hot, honey. And honey, I don't want to be burning up because we're gonna go over some tea right now, honey. I want to be burning up while I'm doing this, but y'all know that. Okay, hold on. We'll put on 72. So the information that is being given to you, think of it as salvation, right? Soothing of one, right? Giving you medicine, giving you nourishment, calming down situation. Because we know that in this life, anxiety, depression, all this stuff, it stems from inflammation, right? It causes an inflammatory response, right? So seeking salvation, getting that Christ consciousness, that God consciousness, whatever you want to call it, Buddha consciousness, Ganesh consciousness, right? And applying these things to your life to better it. And we're not just talking about the life right now, because of course, like I said, I'm speaking of when I speak about things, I speak about things from a spiritual perspective. I don't give a fuck about you being a black man, a black woman, gay woman, trans person. I tell people this all the time. I have trans friends and I have people that are non-trans, and they're like, you don't really deal with a lot of trans people. And I'm like, I tell y'all this. I don't care about you being trans. I don't care about you looking like me, sound like me, walk like me, talking like me. If we're not connected spiritually, it's not gonna go past anything. For me, my validation and my experience is deeper than the flesh. It's deeper than people who resemble me. It's deeper than what my physical eyes can see, what your physical eyes can see. So when we start investing in the spiritual side of us, right? Because a lot of us say we're spiritually awakened, we're spiritual advisors, spiritual this, we're healers, we're this, we're that. Then we got to start putting our magic where our motherfucking mouth is at. And of course, we think of magic as being candle work, herbs, oils, crystals, good stuff, but it starts with self. Going into me starting this channel, the Supreme Nadi Academy, awakening who you are, right? Giving you the tools that you need to better who you are. And like I said, if it doesn't apply to you, let it fly. Okay. Whatever applies to you, apply it. And of course, question everything, right? Question everything with your spirits, question everything with yourself, question everything, even with the person who's presenting it to you. But question everything. And always, always, always protect yourself. When you get readings with people, you take class with people, protect your energy to make sure they're not latching out, leashing out, sucking energy, because people go into that. I want to talk about something that I was going to say yesterday, but it kind of was like, damn, before we get into this. So going into money, right? We know that money is connected to moon, which is connected to Mondays, right? They said, I told y'all that, my mom actually told y'all that my grandfather, his side of the family didn't believe in spending money on a Monday, right? And so either way, and of course we call that superstition, but we know what that is. For those who know, you know exactly what that is. So either way, going into this, money, right? That's why they call it currency. It's very, 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 very powerful. And I always tell people next to money is sex. Sex is also very, very powerful. This is why I say a lot of prostitutes, a lot of sexual working individuals have manifested multi-million dollars. Some of them are billionaires by being, sex workers, succubuses, side bitches, and so going into that, knowing how to manage money and knowing how to manage sexual energy is what's going to keep you at the height of your game. And not even going into being like a sex worker, an adult worker, exchanging for money, but even going into the idea of putting money when it comes to sexual experiences, putting money before Netflix and chilling. Like all of this come from the same source. And that's why I tell you, if you are definitely spiritually awoken, right? You know that money and love is on the same frequency. Whether it's love intimately, whether it's love because I love this man because he's giving me that money, whatever it is, it's on the same frequency. So money, once again, like sex, you should be very, very cautious and conscious of who and what you give it to. People be thinking I'd be crazy. My sisters, right? Because these would be the only real people I deal with privately. And when I tell them, like, oh, girl, I ain't spending my money here. I'm about to go somewhere else. And I will drive 18 miles to another merchant to buy something. And sometimes even 53, 64, 118, it doesn't matter. If I need something and spirit is telling me I need to get it, I'm going to drive that distance to go get it. And of course, sometimes, I did a little too much and was like, damn, girl. Anyway, but I will definitely, if I go to a place of business and I do not feel like I'm being respected, okay, you're not getting my motherfucking money. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if I came in and you rolled your eyes because you had something in your eye and you say, yeah, how can I help you? Excuse me, did you just roll your eye? Well, no, something was in my eyes. But bitch, you got an attitude. I don't have to serve you. Well, bitch, I'm going somewhere else then. Just so you know, bitch, I was prepared to spend $120 up in this motherfucking place today. But bitch, you want to give me the stinky pussyfoot ass attitude. You ain't get my motherfucking power. Okay. So I said all that to say that money is power. And so when you're giving out money to people, and it's just a little side trick to y'all, when someone owes you money, oh, come on in here. When someone owes you money that you've loaned to them and you've given to them, or you've given people money and you're like, damn, this going to spiritual workers. Oh, I was supposed to get a reading from this motherfucker. Damn. I was supposed to get a class from this motherfucker. Damn. I didn't get it. A lot of people use this money as a means to harness your energy. So you need to say out loud, whether it's, through your vocal, physical voice or your head voice. I say inner voice, honey. You know when they say inside voices, girl, I used to be cute in school and be like, saying the shit in my head. That's my inside voice, honey. Hello. So, oh, you can't hear that? Okay. So you wanted me to shut up, right? Because you said inside voice. Because bitch, I'm either gonna talk or not. Because I don't know how to whisper. Bitch, even my whispers are loud. So it's like, yeah, you want me to shut the fuck up or you want me to go somewhere else to talk? Anywho, so you can sound loud. I revoke any control that you think you have on my money. Any type of contract that we built with this financial exchange, I break it. And that's what you do, going into all that, girl. And that's it. That's just it. Like I told you, I was going to set that the other day. And I was like, bitch, I should have said there. I said, but we're going to get out today. So, anywho, we're going to go right into this class coming in. Happy solstice coming in. Melly. Yes, honey. So, we're going to jump right into this, y'all. And I'm going to figure out how to share this. And I hope that I can see. Am I able to share that like that? Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Are y'all able to see my screen? Oh, wait, never mind. Hold on. Share the audio. Entire screen. There we go. Okay. Woo! Okay, there we go. So, let's get into it, honey. We're going to jump right into this, and I hope you guys could hear me. Okay, bitch. Yeah. Oh, wait, let's go skip. Oh, no. Let's start slideshow. There we go. The Great Awakening. Now, y'all know I use a lot of this. I use the Great Awakening a lot. Awakening of this, the rising of this. We do this a lot because, of course, each time we send something out, we're expecting a call back or answer back. We're sending out some spiritual calls to my fellow gods and goddesses, inner beings of a higher power. We're calling out to you. Okay, to the children of the children, we're calling out to you. The children of the sun, the children of the moon, the children of the sky and of the earth. We're calling out to you. So, in this class, we're going to go over something, as I mentioned, I was talking about yesterday. Because, of course, I feel like when you tear people down, you got to kind of build them up. You got to kind of educate them. So, we're going to be talking about a few things here. And you're going to see when I click on the page. And, of course, we want to give all praise and honor to Ganesh. Yes, he is currently the head of my life, one of my main deities. Love. And, of course, with the insight that I'm sharing here, we're going to keep it there, okay? We're not going to get too long with it. So we're going to go into chakras and nadis, okay? Just to kind of give you an understanding of what this is, because we hear chakras a lot, right? We hear a lot about this. So we're going to go into this. So chakras and nadis. Chakras are circular energies of light, also known as spinning wheels of energy that regulate the physical body and awaken spirit or activate spiritual activity and or awaken spiritual activation, whatever, connect spiritual. Girl, I hate when I do that shit. I just be typing shit, girl, just having a something like, bitch, what the fuck is that? So anyway, yes, it activates the spiritual awakening, okay? And that's it, okay? And of course, you're going to understand all that good shit that we're going, okay? Going into prana, okay? Prana is universal energy, breath, right? A life-giving force, okay? It's the universal energy that connects all things and everything. And of course, there's something called pranayama, but we're going to, for the sake of this class, we're going to stick with prana, okay? Then we have the kundalini energy, which is the coiled snake, the divine feminine energy, the ultimate life force. It's the source of creativity or creative power, spiritual gifts, and divine feminine energy. Okay, it is a feminine energy that awakens the masculine energy. And of course, going into Adam and Eve, and I won't even get into that, but we know that speaks about the Kundalini energy. Okay, and then of course, going into nadis. Nadis are subtle energy streams, conduits that interact with the chakras and the physical body. They convey prana to cleanse the physical body and invite the Kundalini upward through the chakras. This means that if your nadis are not activated, neither are your chakras. So I just want to kind of, you can make a mental note of that. You can write that down somewhere in your notepad. You know, everybody talk about they work with chakras and stuff, but when the nadis are not activated, those chakras are dead. Okay, they're dead. Okay, let's get into it. The three main nadis. Okay, there are 14 major nadis that connect the chakras and ultimate support the rising of the Kundalini energy. Okay, and you can see in the picture here, shout out to Yogapedia for the image. Yes, girl, we borrowed it from Yoga Pedia. I looked up all the images. This is the only one that actually connects us to what we need to go over. So you have the Ida. Shout out to Hurricane Ida. We talked about this before. Come on in, Hurricane Ida. Because see, I keep telling y'all that scientific, okay, medicine, political, and astrological energies are all connected. So you thought that it was a coincidence. So come on in here. That before December the 21st, 21, that they named the Hurricane Ida just to name the Hurricane Ida? You thought that was funny? Ida, Iota? Uh-huh. You thought that was real cute, huh? Well, listen. We're here to awaken you. Okay? So we're going into Shushumnam, okay? Or Shushumnam is the central nadi that passes through the spinal column. Starts at the base, which is the root chakra, and stops at the crown. It serves as a main distributor of prana to the subtle energy organs and the chakras. Now, of course, we're not going to go over the energy organs here, but you can definitely do your research on that. I'm just here to plant seeds because a lot of people think I was talking out my ass. I'm you know, my gooseneck and all this good shit. I keep telling y'all, you know, I'm human. I go through stuff like everybody else go through stuff. But the difference between someone who is spiritually awakened and who know who they are and where they're going, we don't have to dibble and dabble in distractions to have us thinking that we're actually there. We don't have to dibble and dab with those spirits. And we know that alcohol and drugs are spirits. You know, you have a spirit of heroin, a spirit of opiate, you all the good stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go into that. Okay. I'm just here to plant these seeds. So then you have Ida. Ida starts at the base and it's also connected to the left testicle in men. It ends in the left nostril where it is also stimulated. And of course, I had to add up in there, girl, because, you know, good old sex working me. You know what I mean? Good old sex working mystic girl. I have to add in there, it's no coincidence that mucus in the nose look like sperm. And if you know, you motherfucker know. Okay. It strongly connects to your mental body. Hello. I mean, with girl, like I said, we go into the subliminals with that stuff too. But like I said, I want to get to the point of what this class is. Y'all know we've turned this into a 3-hour, 4-hour fucking class. Okay. It relays pranic and mental energy. It is connected to the moon and it restores energy to the brain. This is also activated from the new moon to the full moon. During the full moon, it is more active. This is why they said when there's a full moon, people go crazy. It's true. Scientifically proven, energetically proven, well over 10,000 years. Okay. Then you have the Pingala. It starts in the base and ends in the right nostril. It is connected to the solar energy and provides energy to, or excuse me, the solar and provides energy to the physical body. So we know this is vitality, this is power, this is stamina, all that good stuff. Okay. Now, as you can see with this illustration, I don't remember where I got this illustration at, but now we're going over the chakras. Now we're going to break down the different types of chakras because as I mentioned, just to give you a little recap, there was a black male or someone who identifies as a black male on a channel, you know, spewing a lot of stuff about gay people and stuff. And I understood who he was mad at was a lesbian woman. So I was kind of like, okay, well, you know, he's upset, whatever. You know, when you're fighting, girl, it's a bar holds none, bitch. If you ready to fight somebody and cut somebody out, bitch, children's are not off limits, wife is not off limits, husband is not off limits, body parts are not off limits, sexuality, orientation, religion, none of that stuff is off limits when you're fighting with people. That's why you got to pick and choose who you want to verbally attack. That's the whole purpose of being read down, honey. You pull everything. So he was going over this person, but then in a later part of it, he was like, well, I don't really have problems with lesbians. I have a problem with male on male. And I was like, wait, hold up. This is a heterosexual man. And we know when we think about other people, and we speak about myself, we know when we speak about other people, we think about them. And so just very lightly, he said some very anti-spiritual stuff. And I'm just gonna keep it there. Very anti-spiritual, very homophobic. And then he thought it was cute and stuff. And I was just like, yeah, girl. So of course he brought up chakras, and then he was going over, how he wants to save black people. And then I'm just like, well, let me do some research on him, because maybe he's talking about the African or the Egyptian chakras, which are very different, by the way. And see, that's why I talk about the spiritual awakening that needs to take place on this planet, and that needs to take place with the black Americans. Because you even think that Egyptian and African is the same thing, even though Egypt is the Horn of Africa, you think it has the same motherfucking connections when it doesn't. They're both connected to a source, okay, which we'll go over in this a little bit. But it's two different cultures and two different levels of magic. Let's get into it. So, of course, here I broke down what the occult Christianity, and of course, I can't remember the book that oh my God. There's a guy that came out a book that was talking about this years ago. Anywho, so of course, there is the occult Christian, and of course, a lot of stuff in this class is going to be a lot of esoteric information. A lot of esoteric. Okay. So as you can see here, like I said, the occult Christianity breaks down what the chakras are and their interpretation, what they connect to. So we see here to the left of us in this imagery, we have the Hindu system. We see the crown, we see the third eye, we see the throat, we see the heart, we see the solar plexus, we see the sacral chakra, and we see the root chakra. Okay. And you see it has little phrases to help you empower them, known as affirmations. I am, I feel, I do, I love, I talk, I see, and I understand. So when people say they're crowning and there are gods and goddesses, right? We're dealing with the crown chakra. You understand all things and everything. So you're not attacking people because they're gay, because they're black, because they're white, because you see things beyond the mundane world. And we're going to slightly go into that too. Like you see things deeper than the physical eye. You feel things deeper. And then you would also know too that people like you can also get you got. They can also put you 6 feet under. As many of you know about that. Okay. So anywho, we got the crown chakra, according to the occult Christianity, deals with insights for freedom. We know that the brown chakra, according to the Christianity, deals with wisdom. The throat chakra, penetrating insight and deep understanding. So they believe in expressing yourselves, speaking, asking what you want, saying what you want, saying what you mean and meaning what you're saying. That's exactly what they understand. That's exactly what they motherfucking feel. The heart chakra deals with intuition that discerns between truth and illusion. That's how I tell y'all, a hearts of hearts. Going into the Bible, Jesus speaks about it. Your heart of hearts. You will know truth from fucking illusion. These people got you because they know that you're traumatic. They know that your heart chakra is shut down. They know that heart space is destroyed, and they're giving you the illusion that they're high priestesses and they're healers and they're this and that, when they need to be healed them damn motherfucking selves. Okay, going into the solar plexus, that deals with observation of emotion with detachment. That means feeling, right? Seeing, but also understanding. Come on in here. Why person, place, and things are the way they are. Going into the sacral, which I find very, 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 oh my God, like mind blowing, is the sacral root or the sacral chakra is a cultivation of higher motives, charity, love, and mercy. So they're believing that who you really are, your true intention come from the sacral. And I can kind of believe that because that's where our creative power is at. If you can create what you are, you're a creator, you manifest things. Why would you not want to create charity, love, and mercy and have greater motives for all of us as whole, right? And then going into the base or the root chakra, they believe that it deals with the mental silence and spiritual will. So, of course, going into the occult period, we believe in, silence is golden, moving in silence. So definitely your primitive self, your primordial self, going into the divine feminine energy, as you saw in the previous slide, where we said that Kundalini energy, okay, is at the base is divine feminine energy, right? So we know that this is power, okay? We know that this is where spirit moves. We know that this is where your magical identity starts to form and build itself up. Okay. And as you talk about why a lot of people gotta, make you afraid of hell when, anyway, I won't even get into that. So of course you can see here, because of course the main purpose of me doing this, the man was a black identified man, and he kept saying black people, black people, black people, black people. He want to awaken the black man, the black woman, and all sort of good stuff. And I was like, I'm for that. I'm for everybody being awoken, awoken, awaken. I'm for all that. But going into these systems, which are very different from the Hindu system, you're not going to see the same image as you see to the left with the Hindu system in the ancient Egyptian or ancient African system. So now we're getting into esoteric information. Okay. The Egyptian chakra system was connected to the pharaoh Khufu and the third dynasty, which dates back to 3900 BC. The ancient Egyptians believed that the chakras were separate, but that they were still connected. They believed that there was about 5 to 9 major chakras. That they believed in more than 9 chakras. Once again, going into 172. Because you have little chakras and little chakras. You got, the ankle chakra. Anyway, we won't get into that. In the back of your head, your throat, all that good shit. So anyway, the 5 to 9 major chakras. Okay. Oh, we're jumping ahead. So they believed in the physical body, okay, or the kahat, meaning corruptible. And in death, they actually considered the body the kahat in death. While the body was living, they believed that the body was hot, okay, or HT or JRW, which actually means compassion. If you're into etymology and all that good stuff, HT or JRW deals with high energy, right? How people say for a spirit to manifest into the physical plane, it has to have a lot of energy to do so. And so we have to have high energy in order to have a healthy body. On. Okay.
Power off.
Let me turn this off because this bitch she's doing too much. You dead, bitch. You still talking. Fuck about here, bitch. Anywho, so going into the Ka. Ka means double or vital force, okay? The Egyptian believes that this is the part of the person that exists after death, right? So as soon as you die, and we talk about this, death means to split up, right? Just like dimension, to separate. So they believe that this is the part of the being after death, okay? Then they believe in also, or the Kabet, which is the shadow, okay? Going into, I told y'all this before, people talk about shadow beings. You don't have to take my word for it. When we talk about shadow beings, I always say I feel like these are people that were traumatized. They had some sexual afflictions put on them. And of course, their fear, their anxiety, their depression create these beings that are very much real. So the Kabet is actually the lower nature, and it's ruled by senses. Okay, it is the shadow self, or an aspect of the shadow self. Then you have the Shakim, which is the area of divine powers and life powers. Now, for people who say, how can you tap into this God and I'm a this and I'm a this, I'm a that? It is the Shakim that actually give you this power, right? Going into the Ba, okay, the Ba represents the non-physical qualities that make the person who they are. So they believe this is the true identity of who you are that people do not see, right? It says non-physical qualities. So that means that even you who think you know who you are will have a spiritual experience. And the spirit will call your name and you'll be like, who are you talking to? But that name right there. And of course, I'm getting into my own personal experiences. I'm sure some of you have had these experiences as well. But this is who you really are. And as I mentioned before, you don't really know this aspect of you. The only one who knows this aspect of you is the divine creator. Okay. The beings that rule this whole play. Okay. Then we have the Ak, or we have the Kahu, which means transfigured spirit, the shining one. And this is actually your higher self. Now, you may think, the Ak is connected to the Ankh. There's some similarities there. But definitely, this is dealing with your higher self. Then you have the Kabit, which is the shadow or the hidden self that connects to other realms. So this is another aspect of the shadow self. And this is you. Once again, they talk about the parallel universe. Now, see, I was telling with this. You know, the secret people, the people that have powers, the power that be the higher beings, they will give you their knowledge in the form of some little scientific studies, right? And so they talk about the parallel universes and they talk about how it exists and you're somewhere right now and the reality played out different. It's true. I always tell people this and I will say this here right now. If you meet people in this life that you're drawn to, you're connected to, something about them that just connects you, regardless of you being a heterosexual man and you're drawn to this gay male or this trans person, or you being a lesbian woman and you're drawn to this gay male, whatever. We're talking about beyond the sexual and the physical. More than likely, you are connected with this person in other realms. Your shadow person is connected to that shadow person, and of course, your consciousness has been shifted to this current consciousness, and that's why you're aware of your experiences here and right now. So this is the part of you, the shadow of you, aspect of your shadow self that is roaming in the other realms. Also going into people who do magic, whether it's black magic or white magic. This is how they're able to tap into your frequency and heal you or fuck you up. It depends on what they want to do and how they want to do it. Okay, hello? Once again, all shadows are connected. So what you do on the others will always come back to you. Going into the Ren. Ren is the name, right? Your name, whatever your name is now, whatever you currently manifested as, what your name was in a past life, the name you changed your name to doesn't matter. The Egyptians believe that this is part of the self that makes things real. This is the manifestation of you. The ancient Egyptians believe, and this is very true with this our current modern day belief, right? Is when you give something a name, it becomes something. Oh, come on in here. Before it becomes something, it is a thing or it is it. So before it becomes something, like I said, you have to name it. So that's why we give everything in spirituality. We give everything the name. There's a spirit over sage, a spirit over copal, a spirit over frankincense, a spirit over the penis, a spirit over the uterus, a spirit over this, a spirit over that. It's real. Then we have the Sahu, which is the glorious spiritual body. Oh, come on in here. Woo! Mm-mm-mm. It transports the Ka to the heavens after death. Oh, God, that just gave me chills. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. So now we're going into the African chakras. Everybody, I'm African. I'm 2% Cameroon. I'm 14% Nigerian and Senegalese. They said I'm from Chad as well. All this good tea. Okay. So this is the type of chakras you should be talking about then, honey, huh? Right? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. So actually, the African Zulus belong to a secret society. Now, when we say secret society, we're speaking of globally. There's a lot of secret societies, and unfortunately, but fortunately, because imagine some of these broken spirits being attached to the roots, right, of who they were, right? Whether it's Masonry, it's Mission, whatever it is you feel like you're connected to. If you don't know what you're connected to, like I said, we ain't gonna get into that. People think that it's only the Masons and the Eastern Stars when there's a whole bunch of secret societies. Okay? So, anywho, we're speaking of globally. So the African Zulus are part of a secret society. Remember, secret societies are people of they're holders of truth. They have ancient wisdom. They have preserved information for all mankind, for this civilization, the previous civilization, and the future ones to come. They also have all the secrets to the universe. And as I said, going into some Orishas, going into some deities, um, going to even, some devas like Ganesha, has information connected to all these secret so-called societies. So they're secret in the sense of everybody can access it, but they're not secret really. It's kind of like saying hidden in plain sight. Yeah, honey. Okay. So they're part of a secret society called Bona Bakulu Abeksekhumi. Okay. Every advance, they're very advanced and held many secrets to the universe. They are said to be connected to the gatekeepers of this realm. Now, I do want to point this out too. According to my research, the Zulus actually uh, taught a American man in the 1900s a lot of their secrets. And of course, this identity of this American man is definitely public, and who he's connected to, some of the people he's connected to is public. And that's how the Western world got a lot of information about the, African, system. Not everything, because a lot of people don't talk about a lot of African magic. We mentioned it before on the other channel. We won't go over that and over here because none of y'all damn business. Okay. It's none of y'all business because I don't want to take responsibility for any danger that anybody might be put in because they want to, go experiment on some shit instead of connecting with their own sources. So I will say that's how a lot of that stuff, Eastern, African, Egyptian, got over here in the Western world. So they are said to be connected to the gatekeepers of this realm. You took my class, you know exactly who these gatekeepers are. They have 7 chakras that are decoded to man. That means that there are many, many chakras, but there's only 7 chakras they believe that are accessible to man or for man to understand. Okay, whether it's in his physical life or your current conscious brain. So either way, the chakras are such: the Umzimba, which is the physical body, the Istunzi, which is the etheric body. This is the body that works with the physical body. So when the etheric body is not well, now we're getting to energies and stuff. I mean, come on in here. Let's wake up. We're dealing with the emotional body. We're dealing with the energy body, the energetic body, which we kind of went over a little bit in the previous, slides. So when that etheric body is fucked up, then the physical body gets fucked up. Okay. So in order for the physical body to be glorious and whole and pure, that means, clear skin, no dark circles, no bags. Come on in here. Hello. Let's talk about it for a minute. Let's talk about it for a minute, baby. Then that means that the etheric body needs to be whole and put together. Hallelujah. 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 We're always, and see, this is the demonic. This is the demon of beauty. This is the spirit of being conceited, the spirit of egos. Ego will have you thinking that you're going to go buy a $50 beauty cream or $200 beauty cream, and it's going to make all your wrinkles go away, all your dark spots, age spots. You're going to look like Cleopatra herself. When in reality, it's the inside of the body that counts more. When the inside of the body is fucked up and the energy bodies is fucked up, I got to get vulgar with y'all because that's how some of y'all understand. You understand that nice and polite shit. You got to get fucked up. Then you understand what the fuck I'm talking about. So when the etheric bodies is fucked up and the inside bodies, the energetic bodies are fucked up, then the organs get fucked up. Then the physical bodies start getting fucked up. Now you got all these spots all over you looking fucked up. Okay. Then they have the Amandhala, which is the lower mind. They believe that it holds life force and energy. Now we know this to be true because the lower mind is the conscious mind. Come on in here. The lower mind is a part of the conscious mind. Okay. Then you have the Uti okay, the animal mind. This is where they believe passions, emotions, and instincts are, right? The primitive self, who you really are. If somebody had $1 million in front of you, will you take the $1 million and run with it? Or will you say, hey, I want to donate this money? Can we trust your ass? Are you hurting and you're going to go hurt other people? This is where the animal mind is at. Come on in here. We got to call that spirit out. You do it slow. We got to call that spirit out. Okay. Then we have the Uti Womuntu, which is the human mind. The consciousness, an aspect of the consciousness, intellect, and higher feelings. You see how I said higher feelings, not higher self. See, a lot of people be like, I'm spiritually woke and I'm spiritually woke, bro. But they're dealing with their higher feelings, not their higher self. They're hurt, they're traumatized, they're destroyed, they're broken, and they're trying to project their brokenness on the other people. So I hate me, I hate my mom, I hate my dad, I hate my brother, I hate where I came from. I hate the fact that I was abandoned, neglected by everybody who should have been there for me. So I'm gonna hate everybody else and fuck everybody else's life up. That's what that shit is right there. That's your higher feelings, honey. Hello? So then we're going into the Yute Wintogo, which is the spiritual mind. This deal with higher planes that create spiritual awareness. So we know that the spiritual mind is also how we manifest in the spirit. Oh, come on in here. We know that the spiritual mind connects to higher planes, higher powers, higher beings, higher deities. And when that spiritual mind or the Yuti Wintongo is healthy, then we know that we create spiritual awareness and it's healthy and it's whole and it's complete and it feels good and we attract good experiences to us and we're being prosperous and we're moving and we're healthy. Because like I said, people think prosperity and abundance and wealth only deals with finances. When it goes into money, it goes into health, it goes into relationships. It's not just prosperity and abundance and wealth when it comes to monetary gains. And that's where we get it fucked up at. That is a physical manifestation of what they say, God is motherfucking good. Because you don't need money in the other realm. You don't need money in the other realm. You don't need time really neither. But you need to have good relationships because relationships charge you up. Oh, come on in here. See, I ain't going to talk about that. Because, see, I always get reminded about the babies. Newborn babies, honey. Newborn babies need to be held. They need to be loved. If they're not shown love and affection, they will die. And there's many aspects of this. SIDS is one of them. That's the aspect of newborn babies dying because they're not getting enough love, enough attention. They have to have love and attention. That's how we are. We have to be connected with people who loves us and support us unconditionally. Even if they know we're doing fucked up things or making fucked up decisions, call us out on it. But still, bitch, okay, girl, I'm gonna support you, but you're gonna bump your own motherfucking head. And that's what I always say to my people. Okay. The people I support. Okay. Okay, listen, I'm giving you insight. You can do what you want. But you need to, ABC. Anyway. Then we have the Itongo or the Itanga, okay, or Itango, which is the ray. This is also known as the spark of the universal spirit, known as the universal God. Isn't that so amazing that the Africans believed in a higher power, also known as the universal God? And the Zulu have nothing against the homosexuals. They have nothing against the homosexuals. They have nothing against the homosexual. I'm saying it right because, but people, they be talking, they be trying to act like they talking clear and they spitting some game, but that's what they be sounding like to me. They got nothing against the homosexual. I'm not making fun of anybody that have a speech impediment or any of that. I'm just saying it's what these people that we saying are spiritually conscious and awake what they be sounding like when they be like, are the homosexuals and they boo do the deed, they did what do. Because we could break down some shit, sis. How? We could break down some tribes, girl, where they were turning the man into woman and marrying the man off to wealthy men and shit like that and selling cattle for cattle. We can go into this, girl. They think that only homosexuality started in Europe. Well, it started from Rome and Greece, and there was no homosexuals in Africa. What Africa you know? Because, bitch, we can give that tea out, bitch. We can give that tea out, girl. In connections to the chakras, and now we're ending this. Now we have to tie it up. See, because I'm about educating, I'm about planting seeds, I'm about healing, I'm about giving life, giving light. And that's my intention with everything. I don't have the intention to cuss people up and cuss them out, make them feel bad, because they might already feel that way. I'm here to shine the light on you, honey. Love and light. And whether you want to see the light or not, girl, I'm not going to force you. You can't force a dead horse to drink water. Or what they say, you can't beat a dead horse. You can't lead a horse you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. I cannot make you drink. But I'm going to definitely show you where the water is at. Oh, come on in here. So we have the root. Now we're going into the Hindu system being connected with the Egyptian system, being connected with the Zulu system. So the root, also known as the Hakaba or the Kahab, is the physical body. The navel is connected, or the Kahabit is connected to the animal nature. Solar plexus, which is the sahu, is connected to the lower self. The heart, also known as ab, is the spirit above and the mundane below. Now, of course, going into magic. Once again, see, I told you we dropping esoteric information here. As above, so below is what these occultists be talking about, huh? Yeah, it's talking about what is taking place in the spiritual realm, ma. Let it manifest in the physical realm. And we got this from St. Peter. What shall be loosened in heaven shall be loosened on earth. What is bound in heaven shall be bound on earth. See, like, people don't even go into that. All these little hoodoo and voodoo people, we're not gonna say voodoo, but hoodoo. All these little hoodoo people, and I'm doing hoodoo and shit, and girl, you binding shit and you tying shit down up in heaven. That girl here, and when you go, you're gonna get shot rack up down, because we know that heaven is not like a kingdom. There's different levels of heaven. First of all, different levels of heaven. We won't go too deep into that. But heaven means anything above and out of this body, right? It's a plane. So we don't like say, yo, let's go get shot back on down, because you binding yourself down in the physical. Girl, you're binding yourself down. That's girl. We're gonna have to sit out another video. Okay, we have to do another video on that, girl, because these girls would think they be cute and stuff. Girl, doing death spells and coughing spells and shit. And see, this is why you can't be copying people. When you do shit, you gotta know why and what and how you're doing it. Period. Like, spirituality does not come from books. A lot of people that write these spiritual books, like I said, have some good information, but that is their interpretation of spirit. And then you get these books and you copy it. Oh, I saw in this book that you take a skull or you take a snake tail and you, okay, sis, you set yourself up to be stuck somewhere. There was, I won't even say that. Never mind. I'll say it for another video. So then we have the throat, which is known as the shakim, okay, which is the creative words, creative power. Then we have the brow, which is the kahul, which is oracular, and that's where oracle comes from. Okay, this is psychic gifts, interpreting energy. Okay, that's where this comes from. Okay, going into the crown, also known as the ba, the intongo. We know this is the universal God. This is the supreme. This is what connects us all to other gods and goddesses. If you're not a god or a goddess, honey, we're not connected. We're not connected because we don't have to be connected, or we're not connected because you're just like me. We're not connected just because you assume you're royalty. We're not connected just because you assume you're spiritually awakened. We're connected through the source, the crown. And some of y'all, your crown is the ass, not your head. And I'm not saying, but I am saying, you got to ask people where they wear their crown at. Where's the root at and where's the crown at? That's sometimes people come 2022. Where's the crown at on you and where's the root at on you? And they say, well, the root is at the top and the crown is at the bottom. Bitch, I gotta go. I gotta go. Going into this week, and I'm gonna say this too, because this came up right here. And when spirit come in, I talk. When people give birth to a child, they call it crowning. And you notice that if they come out foot first, they're breech and they can actually die. We know that the baby has to position itself to come out head first. So the story goes into we fell from grace. I mentioned this before, and I'll tell y'all this again. Going even into downloads. Downloads are physical manifestation, or what should I say? Spiritual interpretation or physical interpretation or spiritual manifestation of something being sit down from a higher place and falling into the physical realm. Birth is also an example of that. Falling from grace. You fell head first, not feet first. Okay. When you look up any imagery, even going into the devil and you know, the wonderfulest, miraculous, powerful Archangel Michael. Oh, come on in here. The most powerful angel of them all. One of the most powerful angels of them all. All of them, yeah, one of the most powerful angels of them all, honey. Because we know that Adam, we know that Michael, and we know that the devil, they all looked alike. They were like triplets. They were gorgeous. Oh, girl, you so pretty. Who is who? We all know that. So anyhow, when Michael thought all those nasty motherfuckers, those demonic beings known as aliens. Oh, come on in. See, y'all not ready for that. angelic beings, out of the heavens, who are also known as demons, which they also tried to say was dinosaurs and shit. No, bitch, those are demons. And see, that's what they got the world fooled and shit at too, which makes think about this right now. They just did something where they said that they studied Venus. This is what NASA just put out, girl. We know NASA always dropping some cues, girl, but you got to be spiritually awakened to understand what NASA's talking about. NASA said that they're observing the planet of Venus, and that they notice that there's some unbefore seen, right? They never seen before alien life. And I said, bitch, these are motherfucking demons. Because we know that the morning star, Jesus, the morning star, we know Lucifer's the morning star too. We know the morning star is Venus. So I'm like, oh, they really about to start making it to where demons are manifesting. And I'm actually kind of excited about this because you got a lot of these so-called black practitioners out here, black magi, black sorcerers. I'm a voodooist. I was initiated to being a hoodooist. All this other jive shit. Samba shit. I keep telling people that's the current day blackface. Y'all out here looking at these white folks putting on blackface and talking about, that's blackface. No, the modern day blackface is these black folks cooning, jiving around, act like they got all this motherfucking power and can't heal a motherfucking thing, not even their own shit they're going through. That's the shit right there that I'm motherfucking talking about. That's the real motherfucking blackface shit, the Samba shit that's going on now. So I'm like, that's it. If I start doing these demons about to start coming out. As I told y'all back in 2018, I saw with my spiritual eye. Okay, we're just going to talk about two things that have come into physical manifestation. We talked about. I said that some was coming in 2020. We got CR19 that took place. We talked about demons being released in 2018. Now they're saying that they're observing this and there's a disclosure about Ayla. Oh, girl, bye. And the last but not least thing that I just found out was posted 4 days ago. I told y'all since, I want to say September, I've been getting a lot of weird downloads. And some of the downloads I share with all my sisters. Some of them I share with certain ones because I feel like all of them do not understand, what I talk about. So I'm like, yeah. And some stuff, bitch, I kept to myself. Like, girl, they're not going to understand it. But one of the things I saw is that the earth was being like a puzzle, right? Like what did they call that? The cube is something cube, where you gotta align the cubes and stuff together, the colors together. I feel like the earth is doing that. It's being split as far as the physical from the spiritual, right? Metaphysically, but also physically, there's something going on, and there's something being shot from the center of the earth that's actually affecting us, and why the Omicron variant is here, active and real. Now, I won't go too much now because we saved that for the Omicron event. But NASA posted something 4 days ago, or some source posted something 4 days ago. You can Google this, where they said that near Panama, which we know Panama is symbolic for the bridge, the gate, the portal. We know that Panama was the entry point for a lot of places, a lot of things. A lot of goods are brought through the Panama Canal. Okay, canal also meaning birth canal, things being birthed, right? They said 4 days ago, and I just saw this today. I don't know why Google barely showed this today, but I saw it today, and I told y'all this, like I said, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, that there's some wind coming from the center of the earth, and they said it's being felt through the Panama motherfucking canal. I'm telling y'all here right now. I'm telling you, and I'm gonna be done because it's breaking my heart physically. It's breaking my heart spiritually. It's really, really sad. It gets emotional, guys. It kind of get me a little depressed sometimes too, but I'm just like, Spirit, I'm gonna let you fully take control. But to see all these people claiming to be spiritually awakened, claiming to be powerful, claiming to be connected to deities, and I'm the daughter of this, and I'm a son of this, and I went to the graveyard, I went to the crossroads, I went to this, I went to that. But all this power and all this common sense that they got, but they cannot even move 2% of the people in that whole essence. And the movement that they think they're doing is just little tiny rituals. And I hope this is being received the way that I'm putting it out there. And if it doesn't, it is what it is. Forgive me for your understanding, honey. Okay. But we're out here focused on little bitty tiny things, right? Now we have a big plan. We have this big plan. Okay. We got a big plan. Like I need to manifest this man or this woman to buy my house, to get my car. I want to start a business with him so we can become a multi-million-dollar company and we can be like Beyonce and Jay-Z. Then it's like, bam, you see the big picture. But when you're trying to manifest little shit that really doesn't matter just to get dick, just to get vajayjay, just to look like I'm that girl, I'm that boy. Now it's like, okay, but in 5 or 10 years, what's going to happen? 5 or 10 years, what do you 20 years from now, what do you see going on with this whole situation? And that's what it's come down to. We have these magical powers and abilities, right? Awakening, great awakening with ourselves, right? We have this great power that's within us to manifest anything that our heart desire. And instead of us saying, I want to be healed first, I want to make sure that all my lessons in this life is learned. I want to make sure that all things before me are good. I want to make sure that I learn every experience that is meant for me to learn. So when it's time for this lesson to be over and I graduate, that I can go on in peace. Oh, girl, we want to do a spell on a bitch because she looked at us wrong. We want to fuck up her life. The bitch had a different opinion than us, and we want to show her who's boss. I want to burn a candle. And it's like, girl, like we're so minute. We're so oblivious. We're so naive. We're so infant. Not all of us, but collectively, we're so childlike that we all want to be grown. We all want to be adults. We all want to be chiefs, right? As my grandma used to say, everybody want to be chiefs and not enough Indians. Yeah, honey. So with that being said, we all want to be the most powerful, this and that, the greatest this, the greatest that, but we're not doing the real work that needs to be done. And those who call out the real work that needs to be done, we want to fuck you and that's a coon and don't trust that motherfucker and that motherfucker don't want what's good for you. Girl, we all have to heal collectively. We're all here to learn from each other. Whether you realize it or not, Black, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, blind, deaf, we all are here because the universe saw us as important. And we all had an individual message encoded in us. We came to this realm and we forgot what that message was. So instead of us learning from each other and saying, oh my God, you're beautiful. And, that may not be my type of thing. That's not my type of hype. That's not my prerogative. But I see you. I see you having this human experience, this heavy human experience, because we heavy. But you might think that 99 pounds is lighter than 350 pounds, but to spirit, it's all heavy. To spirit, it's all motherfucking heavy, honey. And when you understand that and you feel it from that perspective, that's when you'll see things differently. You won't sit here and tell me that you're spiritually awakened. You won't sit here and tell me that you're connected to any type of energies, that you're connected to any type of energies that is outside of self, your conscious mind. You won't tell me that you're connected to these energies, right? But still be like, oh, you got to leave the homosexual alone because they got the booty pirates and those spirits are going to get you together. Like, honey, no shade. Whether they playing with the booty, whether they scissoring, whether it's dirty booty, dirty whatever, girl, that is not the girl. If they're prospering, if they're successful, if they're healthy, if they're working and operating in their kingdom and queendomship, that's what I'm trying to connect to. That whole thing about, well, I don't want to do it because it's that, honey, but you're not happy. You're not healthy. You think you have physical success, but the spirit ain't right. The spirit is sick. The spirit is broken. So we got to be very mindful about what we put out there. We got to be very mindful, honey. And let me turn this off. We got to be very mindful about the energies we share with people and how we give to people, right? The gift that, yeah, the Rubik's Cube. Come on in here, Grandmadam. Come on in here. Yes, honey. That makes you Bantu mystic. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right. Come on in here, Grandmadam. Yes, honey. Come on, Address, honey. You can hear me. Thank you so much. But that, like I said, it's amazing. Like I said, I wanted to keep this video on the whole process of when people are culturally appropriating, because like I said, that's the problem. We don't want to give credit where credit is due, right? We want to, borrow ideas from people or things from people, but we don't want to say thank you so much. Shout out to my fellow Indian brothers and sisters who gave me this concept. We don't want to do that. We want to steal shit from people, then want to talk about people stealing shit for us. How does that work? Something I also saw too a couple of days ago. Somebody was like reading down, right? And I'm just like, girl, like, Spirit, you keep showing me this because you want me to get up in that damn chat and read them down, or you want me to comment. And of course, you on Facebook, you can't be commenting shit, girl, because Facebook will block you. But they were over here talking about there's a spirit that is anchored on people. And they said in particular, it's the Black woman spirit. And of course, I'm going to go over this because, of course, I think people get it twisted once again with what Black humans are. And I keep telling you, we're not Black original humans, okay? You are a duplication of the original, okay? Going into the movie Alien versus Predator, they show you that. So we do know that there is a Black woman that started the current level of consciousness that should be reigning supreme right now, but it's not. We do know that. But she went on and she was saying this, and then I'm just looking at her and I'm like, Spirit, you want me to comment? I'm not going to comment. I'm looking at this woman's picture and I'm seeing these long eyelashes, really, really long. Like probably 4 bundles of weave on her head, probably like 3 or 4 layers of makeup. I couldn't see her nails because, they make it just a circle. But I'm just like, but mama don't understand that wigs, lashes, and heels were made for men. So I'm like, okay, so their level of understanding, if everybody is imitating, there's a spirit of this being imitated, then I guess we're all imitating everybody, right? I guess when Black people speak properly, they're imitating white people. I guess the white people speak, ghetto or ignorant. I guess they copy Black folks. I guess when women are assertive and they say what they mean what they say, they want to be a man. When a man wants to express his emotions to me, I guess he want to be a woman. Yeah, I get, girl. I like I said, I guess everybody wants to be everybody. I guess everybody's copying everybody, and that in itself is beauty, if you ask me. Girl, we're gonna all copy each other. Let's all copy each other and be grateful that we're appreciated enough to be copied. But once again, I do feel like when people are broken, I do feel like broken people will try to project their broken, and even success people, you project your reality onto other people, and that's what it comes down to ultimately. So I'm going to leave that there. Okay. I did send some emails out for, I think it was 3 people about classes. Shout out those of you who signed up for the current class that we're offering, the 5 little mini class that we're offering. I did send some emails out. I'm going to give it another. I think I emailed one of them, I think it said 7 days ago last. I sent another one. And I'm like, honey, if they don't respond back, then we just going to send it all out. Okay. But yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it. And I just want y'all to be very, very mindful about who and what you entertain, honey. Okay? And what energies you're allowing to mount on you. As I said, okay? African apparently came from the North African amazing tribe known as the Afri. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right. Cause we know that, we know that Africa, the continent original name ain't Africa. We know that already. Yes, come on here. So Ba is the soul. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Thank you. I know that's right. Listen, Jay, listen. And more to come. Yes, honey. So anyway, y'all, I hope y'all have a good night. I'm gonna go give me, is it already 8:54? Damn, that place is about to close right now. I want me so damn spicy ass Chinese food, y'all. And they're about to close in 6 minutes, and I live 12 minutes away. God damn. What am I gonna have? fuck am I gonna have? I was craving some spicy. I guess I'm just gonna have to get me some nasty ass Habit. It's not nasty, y'all, but I don't want no salad. I'm gonna have to give me some. I'm gonna have to give me some Habit, girl, with some blue cheese, grilled chicken, olives, wax peppers, the green mix. Mmm. Give me some Cholula. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Can you have it delivered? What is that? Have what delivered? No. So you talk about like Uber Eats and all that. So this is what I learned. Okay, so let me tell you guys something. So I ordered from it was either Grubhub or Uber Eats. This was like maybe 6 months ago. My friend was saying we ordered hella food, right? So we went online and we ordered. And I'm just like, girl, I don't trust this because I'm afraid that people are gonna spit in my food. I'm afraid they're gonna. I don't know. That's just my idea. Like, they're gonna try to dig their hand in my bag. I don't know. So I'm like, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. But either way, I'm watching this phone like a hawk, Jay. And I'm just like, okay, the motherfucker is just sitting at this restaurant. And then I see another driver pop on the screen. And I'm like, did that motherfucker take my food? So I'm texting. And the other driver's like, yeah, we got here and the restaurant is closed. Now, I'm like, that's odd because I drove by the restaurant before. I've never seen it close this early. It was about 7 o'clock. So I told my friend, I was like, girl, let's just go. So she's like, your car, my car. I was like, your car. So we got in her car. We should have drove my car because she was parked in the guest parking. And when she came back, we had to park way in the back of the fucking, oh girl. When I tell y'all, oh my God, y'all, we had to park way over there. I said, bitch. Make a long story short. So we get in the car, we get there. Oh, y'all, everybody was busy there. So, bitch, mind you, I still have the order up on my phone and it's being passed to driver. So I said, yeah, I just placed an order through Grubhub. It was Grubhub. I was like, I placed an order through Grubhub, and the driver keeps saying that you guys are closed. And she said, no, we turn off our tablet at 6 o'clock, so we're not accepting Grubhub orders. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right though. If y'all don't close until 11, why y'all trying to say, well, we're getting too busy, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, good to fucking know. So they turned the tablet off at a certain time. I even told this to one of my sisters too, because they ordered food and then it got canceled. And I said, listen, girl, yeah, they turned that tablet off. Not all of them, but I know some of them turn that tablet off several hours before, and some of them turn it off an hour before. Like even if you go on Grubhub right now and you type in the restaurant you want to go to, right? It'll say accepting orders until 8:45. But if you call the restaurant, hi, what time you close? They'll tell you 11 o'clock. So it's like, damn, what's going on? So yeah. So no, I wouldn't be able to order it, honey. And yeah, honey. And these people are very, very, they're very, very uppity, honey. When I tell you I've never seen a Chinese place like this, honey, they make sure everything is separated and nothing rubs each other. I'm like, honey, just throw the rice in there, just throw the fucking orange chicken in there and the egg roll in there and the wonton. Bitch, just throw it up in there. No, honey, everything is separated in little compartments and shit. And then of course I normally get, a sister and I we went yesterday. I literally no was yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. We went yesterday. So literally, I ordered some every time I go there. It's like orange chicken, very, very spicy. Rice of your choice. You can do fried rice, regular steamed rice, or pork fried rice, right? And then you could do chow mein, chicken chow mein, whatever. So I normally get this plate. This plate is like $15.95, which I don't mind because it's very fulfilling. You eat it, you'll be full for like 5 or 6 hours. But when we went there yesterday, and she was like, I want beef and broccoli, and I want chicken chow mein. I'm like, well, I want fried rice, I want orange chicken. So she's like, okay. So she's like, oh, well, yeah, beef and broccoli have to be bought separate, right? You cannot get it in a combination plate. It have to be bought. So I'm okay, bam. So I'm like, okay, girl, fuck it. We're just gonna order this separate. Okay, it's gonna be a lot of it. Oh well, girl, we placed this order. The lady was like, so what do you want with the beef and broccoli? Okay, we'll do chicken chow mein. Okay, then you also could get egg roll. Okay. And then I was like, okay, I'll take the orange chicken. Okay, what type of side? Either way, y'all, make long story short. For lunch, this plate is like $6 cheaper. For dinner, it's $5 cheaper. And I'm like, so is this some type of scam that y'all got going on here, bitch? Because how is it that you got a combination plate for $15.95? Oh, come on in here. A combination plate for $15.95 that clearly says orange chicken, fried rice, and an egg roll for $15.95. Plus tax is like 16 something. And then you have a plate in the special that just says orange chicken, beef and broccoli, la 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 la. And then it says at the top of your choice of steamed rice, fried rice, or chow mein with an egg roll. It's the same fucking thing. And the lady was looking like dumbfounded. Like, honey, I know I'm not fucking stupid. So, you know, there was a guy standing behind us. And I said, you understand what I'm saying? And here's I counted. I was like, yeah. So you see right here, the combination pay is $15.95, and you get an orange chicken rice. You don't have an option. Orange chicken rice and an egg roll, $15.95. No matter what time you come. The number 16, right? And then right here it says for lunch this is 9 something. For lunch this is for dinner this is 10 something. And it says you have all these options here, and you could pick either chow mein or fried rice. So they're giving you an option for less. And for sure, if you want this, you pay more. And he's like, I never knew that either. I said, there you go. I've been coming here every motherfucker, almost at least once a week, bitch, for motherfucking 12 motherfucking months. And I barely said it. So I said, bitch, never own it. So that kind of pissed me off too. I said, oh, bitch, y'all shady. Y'all fucking shady. Then I saw some with fried prawns too, because like, you know, I crave prawns every now and then. So I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna give me some fried prawns. You get 9 fried prawns, I think, for like $10 or something. Then they had a combination plate, right? You get fried prawns, you get rice, you get this, you get that, fortune cookies, sour, whatever, soy sauce. I want to say that was like probably a couple more dollars. Like, bitch. So why didn't y'all say that? So y'all literally was like, oh, you got to get a separate plate. Oh, girl. Anyway, like I said, they're very, very bougie though. I love their food. Yes, honey. Love and light, honey. DoorDash, that mess too. If you order too close to their clothesline. Oh, God, honey. Mm-mm. They so yeah, they are. Fuck them, honey. And you know I still eat at this place too because it's so good. They give you chicken, shit, not chicken. They give you crushed peppers with their fettuccine alfredo. Y'all, I'm addicted to fettuccine alfredo. I can eat that every day, all day. I can eat it. I can eat just chicken with alfredo with the panini. It could be penny chicken alfredo. It got to be fettuccine. It could be panini, okay, or penne. It could be penne. Uh, chicken alfredo, honey. Love that sauce. Love that garlic, that parmesan, the chicken, and then you take the crushed peppers and you sprinkle out. Oh, y'all. Let me go, y'all. Let me go. Ooh, let me go, honey. Like if it's store in the mall close to 8:30, they don't accept orders at like 8. And that's the worst. I would never order, I'm not a fan of that. I won't eat in a mall. I don't order food from a mall. No tea, no shade. I know there's a lot of places over here. There's malls, but there's also like real big shopping centers that have like Rolex, name brand stores and stuff. And here, the foods that are in the restaurant, I wouldn't eat the foods anyway. Like, I mean, that are in the mall, I wouldn't eat them anyway. But I'm like, damn. Well, like one of the places, what was it? It was like a chocolate factory. So I was like, fuck. Yeah, that's too bad, girl. Because I feel like they be cutting down on this shit. I don't know. They be giving you some old shit. I don't know. Because they feel like it's gonna be hot. I think I got a Jamba Juice one time out of a mall, but I'm like, yeah, honey, food. I don't know if I trust that. Back from honey, yeah. That mall used to have Chinese food, Mexican food, McDonald's, Subway, and that shit tastes a little different. And I don't know what that was. Even somebody I know who worked for the corporation said it. They were like, yeah, they do taste like, yeah, something tastes different about that mall shit. Okay, something tastes very different about that mall shit. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's some a mental thing that you go in there, you think it's gonna taste different. It's gonna taste different. I don't know. But yeah, honey. Yes, honey. Yeah, I be ordering See's candies. Oh wow. Let me see what time See's candies close, honey. No, you know what? I got no. I got me a Kit Kat. I deserve. I haven't had a Kit Kat in a while. I got a Kit Kat up in there. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat back. Yeah, Kit Kat back. Oh hell no. She done lost her mind. I want to say this too. We're just gonna say this. Okay, we're gonna say this and I'm be done. When you guys are traveling, okay, because I gotta turn this into a positive situation. I gotta speak light into the situation. I gotta speak love into the situation. So this is my way of speaking love into the situation. So when you guys are traveling and you're traveling to see people, you're traveling with people, make sure you are, and of course, I'm telling this because this is me. Anybody who's ever traveled with me, I can call them up on the phone now. We can do a video chat. We can do all that. When we travel, you never hear me asking for money. Let me hold something. Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? No, I'm not that girl. When I travel, I know that traveling is stressful, even if it's only 40 minutes, it's very, very stressful. I don't want to make the situation stressful for myself or you. So I'm have everything planned out. And going into that, I've been places where I didn't have a car, I didn't drive. And, I'm like, shit, I would get there at 11 o'clock at night. Okay, we know the car rental place is closed. So what am I going to do? Okay, bitch, I'm going to take a taxi. I told y'all when I went to go see somebody in another state, I didn't even take Uber. I took a taxi. I don't know why I did not take Uber. And Uber was around then too. Girl, this is just like a couple of years ago. I don't know why I didn't take an Uber. Maybe I was just in a rush to get where I needed to get to, and I didn't want to burden anybody. Like, oh, let me stay here some more time. No, so I'm taking a taxi, which cost me like $15, girl, to go like 3 miles. I was like, the audacity, girl. You know what I did, girl? Why'd I pay the taxi man in quarters? Why'd I pay the fucking taxi man in quarters? Bitch, I was so petty. I was like, 15 fucking dollars to go 3 miles? Okay, bitch, let me get my quarters out. Bitch, I sure did. But either way, so I went on this road trip, and like I said, you never travel with only the money you need. You always need a little more just in case. I told you I've traveled a lot, and I've had situations where my car got stuck. Bitch, I had to pour out $450 for the tow truck to pull me out of the ditch or pull me off on the side of the road, whatever. I had to pay for shit. And of course, before I got roadside assistance and shit. That's why I said, bitch, I got roadside assistance through the tire, through the dealer, and insurance, girl. I don't play that. Oh, and I got AAA. So, bitch, I got 4 different types of roadside assistance, bitch. Gas, battery, tire, whatever. But either way, I don't want to be a burden to other people or myself. I like to go place safely and securely, and I don't want any of my plans fucked up. So I'm saying, like I said, when you travel, to make sure everything is working out. Call the rental place if you're going to get a rental and see what time they close. See what's the latest you come pick up the car. See what the earliest you go pick up the car. Call the place you're going to be staying at. If it's a hotel, hey, I'm going to be checking in late. Is that okay? Or the person that you're coming to see, hey, I'm gonna be there a little late. Is that okay? Going into if somebody is gonna be picking you up, going into that as well. Okay, hey, and I don't even encourage that. I tell you, I don't even encourage that. I don't encourage depending on people for anything. Before I got my car, I did depend on people for some things, but a lot of things I had to do myself. I had to walk 3 or 4 miles because I had no car, and I wasn't gonna get on the city line. And of course, at that time, I couldn't afford no Uber, so bitch, I walked. Okay. Going into that, like I said, sometimes I will call my sister, sometimes I call my mom, sometimes I call my friend and say, hey, I need a ride. Can you take me? Sometimes they could, sometimes they couldn't. They couldn't, bitch. I found a way. But I never burdened people with the idea of that they had to take care of me because I didn't want people to thought of say, oh girl, one for me, you want to do this, you want to do that. So like I said, I'm saying I say, when you guys are in a situation, you're going to visit people and you're doing things with people, make sure that everything is comfortable for you and them. Tell them everything. And then also if you don't and they don't want to do what you want them to do, don't call them fake, don't cuss them out. Fuck you, bitch. You left me stranded. Don't do that. Because I know that people have done that, but like I said, I won't say the names. People have done that in the past. Multiple people I know. And it's like, well, ultimately, you're responsible for yourself. So ultimately, honey, that's why I said there's point A to point B, and I'm gonna make sure I get from point A to point B. Ain't no, I'm gonna meet you halfway. So just in case something go down, because things happen, Good example. I'm gonna tell you this story that happened to me. So I had a friend that lived in the Bay Area, right? I won't say what part of the Bay Area because you never know. She might watch. She might be like, "Bitch, you talking about me? Fuck you, howling the girl." So anyway, she lived in a part of the Bay Area. So I didn't drive. I could ask my mom to take me. I had a friend who drove. I could have said, "Hey, can you take?" But I said, "No, fuck it. Let me take the bus." So I took the Greyhound. Honey, when I tell y'all, I went from my city to a halfway point, and then you transfer to another bus. Oh, girl, I got stranded at the halfway city. Now, this friend, I thought she drove. And maybe she did. Maybe she just didn't want to pick me up. I don't know. But I'm like, girl, I'm at the Greyhound, and I believe I'm stuck here. They said like this is the last bus, and they don't go in or whatever. And of course, at first she was ignoring the phone call, but I kept calling, kept calling, kept calling, kept calling, kept calling. And then she's like, "Oh, girl, you're stuck," and blah, 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 blah. So, of course, I'm kind of letting her have it. Like, bitch, I came all the way from my house. At that time, I was a minor. I was like, I'm coming all the way from my house and I'm coming to see you, girl. I met her off the chat line too. I was like, I'm coming all the way from my house. I'm coming to see you, and you're leaving me stranded in a city and area I don't know. So, bitch, I literally, by the grace of God, saw my cousin. And I was like, wait a minute. Yes, it was her, bitch. And I said, I need a ride to go here. So, okay, so bad bitch. I'm already thinking while I'm going there, like, bitch, this bitch is gonna be at home, blah, blah, blah. Girl, she was at home. But let me tell you what the fucked up part about it was. I ended up getting there. I had to help her clean up her house. I had to clean up the living room because or else I would have had no place to sleep. Girl, when I tell you, I was like, I didn't know I was coming to be a fucking nanny and a housekeeper and shit. Girl, it was so fucking irritating to me. So I was there for 2 or 3 days. Then coming to find out, the brother left with something of mine. Her friend also took some of mine. It was like a CD. Yeah, I had a Snoop Dogg video, like a DVD player, DVD that someone gave to me. Bitch, the brother took that, and then I think her cousin took off with something of mine too. And I was like, oh, hold on. Long story short, like I said, people have made me be in that situation to where things happen. I couldn't go see them, and they try to like put something on you, like, "Oh, bitch," and do. And of course, this is not bad because one of them probably watching and saying, "Bitch, you still heard about that?" No, I'm not, bitch. We let that go. But I'm bringing this up in a situation because it's all tied together. So, like I said, if I'm coming to you, regardless of it, it's halfway to you, it doesn't matter, bitch. I'm coming to you. Or we're gonna get this. No, we're not gonna get. My first intention, like I said, because I've been in a fucked up situation, is to get to you. There's no halfway point. Like, bitch, I'm going all the way to you. I need your address. Like I said, now we got Uber and all that. If I can't afford that, bitch, I'm not going. Once I get there, I assume you have a car. I'm gonna expect you to take, hey girl, let's go to Walmart. Hey girl, I need to go there. Yeah. But bitch, me saying, bitch, I'm going there and I'm gonna go halfway and I'm a burden you to be responsible for me to get back to the part that I met you off at, not knowing what you got going on, not really even fucking caring it. Yeah, bitch, that's not gonna happen. So, like I said, I'm saying all that to say, bitch, from my personal experiences, always make sure that your plans are good before you leave. If they're not good, don't go. It is stressful and stress can kill you. Going into people, like I said, the girl that kind of stood me up, bitch, oh, you fucked up, blah, blah. But in reality, she wasn't because it was my job to get to her. So I couldn't be mad about it. But like I said, that last minute bullshit, girl, yeah, that's played out, girl. And that will fuck up some relationships too. Because I even know people that was cool people and they ended friendships. Thank God that never happened. That never happened with me because all my people, they know how to drive and shit. And the ones that don't know how to drive, they can get to where they need to get to. But I know people that ended shit for that. Like, yeah, I don't talk to no more because this bit. Oh my God, going into my sister and her friend. My sister had a friend that she let borrow her car. My sister's friend drove her car out of state. The friend got a ticket, didn't tell my sister. My sister got the ticket in the mail. And the friend was like, bitch, I ain't paying that. Bitch, my sister's like, yeah, bitch, well, I'm going to cut your ass off. Because, bitch, I ain't going to jail. And she cut her off. And they knew each other since they were in kindergarten, y'all. They knew each other for a very, very long time. So I'm like, yeah, mama, there's no doing that. Like, you're coming to see somebody, and in particular me, bitch, I need to know the itinerary from point A to point B. If you don't want to tell me the itinerary, then you need to make that happen. You need to make sure that you're leaving from your house, coming to my front door. Like, if it's halfway anything, you need to do your part. Then I need gas, bitch. I need my respect. Okay, baby, I can't make it that time, but we could do this time. And if that doesn't work out, okay, baby, hey, and then I can tell you, why don't you get an Uber? You come to my house in the Uber, and then let it be. Because like I said, sometimes people don't really care about people time and stuff. Sometimes people, that it's out of their hand. But it's like, yeah, but also don't inconvenience people, because that's like going out and wearing out your fucking welcome, honey. You inconvenience people, then they're like, yeah, honey, I'm gonna stop fucking with you. So I had this conversation with somebody last night. We were talking about that. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. That happened to me. It almost happened to me too. This year. Somebody almost got read the fuck out because they were more into themselves. And I'm just like, sis you're getting a free ride, and since you're getting a lot of tea, and you gotta try, and girl, I'm missing out on a lot of money. Bitch, please. Girl, bye. Anywho, now I gotta go, honey. I was pressed when they ran out of their crunch and brittle chocolate bars. I know that's right, honey, because the Christmas season, the holiday season is here. Take a tiny bite of each cheese candy. Ooh. I know they used to let you get multiple samples too. Now they're like, bitch, you only could get one. Anywho, bye for now. Bye for now, y'all. I feel like I talked too much, honey. twospiritmystic.blogspot.com. We have the 5 mini classes up here. I set up until January the 1st. And of course, it doesn't matter how many people sign up for that unless you're wanting it to be live. Of course, that might, thank God, only a few of the people wanted it to be presented to them live. Most of them signed up so far, they want it recorded. So I'm like, oh, yes, that saved me. But yeah, for live, yeah, as long as it's not in the same day, because I don't want to go into like 5 hours unless everybody's down to be in the same class, which a lot of people are not really comfortable with that. I don't want to go into 5 hours of teaching in one day because, girl. Anyhow. twospiritmystic.blogspot.com, 2aspirit8mystic@gmail.com. And I will definitely be seeing you guys later, okay? Love and light. And see y'all again soon. Bye.